every time before I start my stream, like I have to turn on my headphones, right? And they're Bluetooth, but it's got like this voice that's like you know, it's like your typical like, you know, kind of British AI robot voice that you hear in a lot of technology. You know, Alexa, Google, whatever, who cares? Any one of them, you know? Amazon Dot, I don't know. But so like I have to hold down the power button on my headphones, and I hold on it until it says power on, connected, and it's just I don't know, it's just something I wanted to share, a little anecdote. It's not even an anecdote. It's just that's how I start my streams. The first thing I hear on my stream is power on, connected. Like if like if Jarvis was a British lady and I'm Iron Man. Power on, connected. Sorry, I'm drinking seltzer, okay? Don't judge me. Let's get into it. Hello and welcome to another exciting Let's Play. It's your girl Kayleigh Alyssa here, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney, let's go. Trial ladder. Wait, what do you mean trial ladder? No, we did the trial former. Oh god, were we only halfway through? Oh crap. Not late. I'm not late. Oh no, did we only do the first half of the trial? Mr. White? Huh? What? Trials always like this with you. Like you're swimming up in the bottom of a wake, about to reach the surface, princess. But no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there. Yeah, pretty much. Except today, we're swimming in quicksand! Also, there's no Larry Butts. So, there's that. It's also one thing that's different about today's trial. So, what happened to your sister anyway? Oh, well, she got arrested because she was being blamed for murder, but then she, confessed to it. No, after that. Oh, apparently she got called to the judge's chambers? Probably something to do with that piece of cloth. So, this is where we turn this trial around, White. Our only weapon, a tiny, insignificant piece of cloth. I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. But honestly, that's just because it's really cold. It's not usually this small. Oh, crap. Hola, partner. They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper. Alright. That's what they told me when I was a youngin', at least. Officer Marshall! I thought I'd come take a look-see at how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They've got the home ranch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. Alright. That hard to slip out, huh? Oh. Sorry, I was just trying on that accent for a while. That hard to slip out, huh? What is going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen these last 2 days are really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You should be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example. Officer Masha? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf. You don't say. Now that just beat all. I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. I saw it that day too. She was wearing a red muffler. weight. But she wasn't in the photo. Earlier in the day, she was. When the photo was taken, she wasn't. So she must have taken it off at some point. She's also not wearing that overcoat in this memory right here. What? At the awards ceremony that afternoon. Edgeworth's seen it too, I'd reckon. What does that mean? Yeah, she wasn't wearing it in this photo. Yeah, no. See? She wasn't wearing a scarf. In the photograph taken at this crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf. Yeah, so... What? Why did she take it off? So, Mrs. Hobb wasn't mistaken. Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. And sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. Alright, alright. Ugh, I have a bad feeling about this. You know, I heard a lot of people that have said that, you know, working with this guy, that he doesn't even wear deodorant or shower as often as he should. He just smells awful all the time. That's what I hear about this guy. The marshal, that is. Not like Matthew McConaughey or anything. That'd be crazy if I was talking about Matthew McConaughey. I'm talking about Matthew McConaughey. I've heard that he does not smell good. So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. White? Shit! If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Alright, alright. You know? I also heard somebody say once, a good steak doesn't need steak sauce. Followed by the picture of a steak that was definitely, did not look like a good steak. It looked like it was somehow undercooked, but also burnt and dry at the same time. And like the comments are flooded with like, good steaks don't need steak sauce. That's blasphemy. Shouldn't be using steak sauce in a steakhouse. Freaking TikTok is full of... Sorry. There's a lot of crazy people on there. You know what I did? You know what I heard? You know what else I heard? Apparently, TikTok is convinced, maybe it's just the world in general, but I just happened to find out on TikTok. The rapture is happening on Tuesday. You know, like the rapture from the Bible. So apparently, that's what TikTok thinks. It's probably all over Facebook too. I don't know. I'm not on Facebook. Frickin' Mark Zuckerberg. I'd like to resume. No, I'm talking to people about the rapture. Okay. So apparently, people think the rapture is gonna happen. Now this is like my 9th rapture since I've been born, because I'm that old. So I've been through this before, and I'm kind of numb to it. But it's still funny to hear all those people that really are not good people talking about how they're gonna go to heaven on Tuesday and see you on the other side. It's like, you know, you're not the kind of person that would go, right? Like, if there's a heaven, you wouldn't be going, right? You do know that, right? You're a really bad person. But if you do go, I'll take care of your earthly possessions if you want to just will that to me. What's up? The judge keeps looking over the prosecution. Grr. Oh, no! Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue. Your lips are purple. You're sweating bullets! Sorry. Hello, me. Me, the real me. And my misfit way of life. Gives me a migraine headache. I'm sorry, I'm gonna get copyright strikes for that. I gotta stop. I got sweating bullets! Anyways, I'm sorry. I probably just gave everybody else who's listening to this a migraine headache. That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, knees weak, arms are heavy. Vomit on your shirt already, Mom. Spaghetti. What's more, your eyes are unfocused. You're doubled over. Your back is bent. Knees weak, arms spaghetti. It can't be. This can't happen. I wonder what happened to Miss Edgewood. Well then, I believe it is time we continued on with this trial. And during our recess, I had requested that the prosecution conduct an investigation. But this is unacceptable. It seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself. I don't know who that would be. Let's take a guess here. Oh, wait. I know who it is. No, I know who it is. Calling it. Hold on. Excuse me. Knock, knock. Who's there? Oh, no. See, I thought it was like the really jittery guy. Is chat working? Hello. Hi. This isn't the first rumor of it, and it won't be the last. Oh, I have noticed that about the chat. That sometimes it pops up with what your messages in chat, and other times it doesn't. It's weird. I have noticed that lately in the past like week or two. I'm sure it'll fix itself. You know, now it is. Yeah. Every once in a while, it'll just like filter. I think it's just a matter of like, I don't think it's necessarily filtering as it is, you know. I like this guy's theme. I like him too. You know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of that Scottish guy from, was he Scottish? He was Irish? Oh, he was an Irish guy from, Helsing Ultimate. What's with this guy? A strange, stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. Right? Alexander Anderson, that's his name. You know, look at him. Tell me he's not. Look at that guy. Look at his facial structure. The giant cross. That's Alexander Anderson, right? That's Alexander Anderson. It totally is. Yeah, no, that's Alexander Anderson. But he's got like bayonets hiding somewhere in his coat. Hey, the temperature was 5.7 degrees when that man came in. How would you know that? Also, why is that? Who on earth is he? Ah, it's you! Who? This is the guy, right? It's obviously him. Oh! Sorry I'm late, OJ. The roads were packed. It's just me. Long time no see. Hey, OJ. How you been? Swim much these days? Ah, hello, hello. Oh, I've been so busy. Busy, smizzy, OJ, my boy. You have to make time to relax. Yeah, yes, indeed. No, he's the guy who did it. He did it. Achi seems to be his nickname for the judge. I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. Sorry, but who are you? Aha! So, you're Raito, the attorney. I've heard good things about your son. Yeah. Nah, that's the guy who did it. He's the murderer. I'm just coming right out and saying, look, listen, this guy is guilty. He is as guilty as I am gay. I said it. There it is. Case closed. We can just pack it in now. This guy did it. No, he definitely did it. Look at him. He's such a character. Nah. He did it. He's guilty. Judge. Bang that gavel of yours. Thanks. So sorry about our little world there, giving you all that trouble. Eh? You know, We should go swimming together sometime, jolly. Well, a little worthy. Mr. Wright! You don't know the district chief of police? That's the chief of police? Well, I've seen a guy sitting in the police, like who's the police chief? Down at the police station? That's not him. It's not this guy. How do you not know the chief of police? Oh, I know the chief of police now. And I also happen to know the chief of police is wanted for several murders. Several. I'm calling it. It's not just this one. I'm calling it right here. Mark my words, chat. He is guilty of several murders. Okay? Not just one. At least 2. Possibly 3. But no less than 2. That's for sure. I bet you this guy has done at least 2 murders. Yep. Calling it. He's guilty. Bang the gavel, Judge. Hold him in contempt. Or whatever you gotta do. Chief of Police? He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district. Yeah, very corrupt district. I've seen the kind of stuff that they do in this area, huh? He's guilty. Chief of Police doesn't commit premeditated unaliving. You could say murder here. It's not TikTok. It's fine, I promise. You could say moida. Alright? My name's God. Demon God. Pleased to meet you, everyone. So, what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it? 2 years? Wow, 2 years since his last murder. That's great. What do you know? I don't know, at least 2 years since the last murder. Well, it's worthy here. Look at the poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Hey, that's my sister's muffler. Did you find it inside of Edgeworth's muffler? So Miss Starr wasn't just seeing things. When a crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler. What to think? But it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe. One could even say a muffler and a muffler. We need to go deeper. Our little worthless car, no less. You gotta say more than that? It's really quite embarrassing, even for us. What's this? Oh. Well then. It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this. Huh. Chief, what kind of outfit are you running? But Mr. Edgeworth, how could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? He got serious all of a sudden. Now wait a minute, Worthy. I've no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? Have a look at this document where it says, person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that this signature is Miles Edgeworth. But that's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had your head in the clouds because you got the warrant. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I expect a written apology. What? Are you serious? Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made. This is the first time I have seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words. This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. Well, it's also the investigators, you know, like the policemen who were investigating the scene of the crime, the detectives in charge. Come on. Just because he signed off on it doesn't mean that the able-bodied detectives whose job it is to spot out evidence like this should have noticed it. I'm just saying. Because if it was his responsibility to find all of the evidence, then we wouldn't need the policemen and the detectives and the investigators there. It would just be Edgeworth on his own. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Okay? God. The court accepts this new evidence, but I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. Yes? Yes? Just to be sure, I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife. Don't make us mistake like this when you play investigation. Uh-oh! The blade? Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not. Good, you opened it for me, I wonder. Yes, well, I think all you have to do is push that switch and... If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I won't be able to pound my gavel anymore. Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I won't be able to point it at people anymore and say, OBJECTION! Or take that! Or hold it! Or put it on my chin like this. Come on, just hurry up and open it. Fine. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it's fine. No, you're in control, phone. It's fine. No, it's fine. I didn't need... I clearly don't know how to do this myself. Alright. Well, I'm gonna look at that. Whoa! Look at the tag on it! SL9 too! What does that mean? What do you mean, what does that mean? That's all we talked about this! That's what's written on the paper! Well, I heard something similar. DL6 or DL6 incident. SL9! SL9! And I think it was like 221? Or something like that, or 1221? 2112? 2112? Rush mentioned? But it's strange. Huh? What is? I'm not certain, but I get the feeling I've seen this somewhere before. Yeah, we have. We saw it on the piece of paper. With the detective's name on it, on his letterhead. This is it. It's evidence from another case. That ties this case to that case. And whatever that case is, that's at the root of this whole thing. That's the real problem here. It's just like with the DL6 incident in the last case. Oh! Letters like this, or letters that looked a lot like this somehow. Oh. It looks so dirty. It looks so dirty. Ah! What? Don't scare me like that. I'm the one who's scared. Also, where's the rest of the blade? Look at this knife blade. The tip is broken off. The tip? The tip. Just the tip. Just the tip. Don't focus on DL6. No, it's SL9. But the SL9 case, it was written on the letterhead of the detective. Detective Goodman. I remember his name, Goodman, like John Goodman. But not John Goodman. A different Goodman. Detective Goodman. And it was written on his letterhead, and it said SL9, and I think it was, it was, 2112. I'm pretty sure the date was 2112. Like the Rush. Like Rush. It wasn't 2112. I would have remembered Rush. Well, we're gonna get to that. Hold on. And this dark red stain. Blood? Yeah, dried blood. Blood? Dried blood? It's dried blood. Yeah, switchblade added to the, oh, wow. No. SL6. 221. I was close. That's why I remembered Rush, because it was almost like 2112. But it's, if you flip, so it says 12-2. See, this is 675. You flip it upside down, it's SL9. 221. Now. That really doesn't say? 2. That means it's the second piece of evidence in the trial. This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us about the split between the prosecutors and the police? And this knife. Oh, sure thing. Not a problem. Not even a little one. Really. Now I'm gonna have to go watch Hellsing Ultimate Abridged again, so I can really get his voice down for the next Let's Play Tuesday night. Look at him! It's Alexander Anderson, but he's got a tan. He stayed in Brazil for a little while. You remember when they went to Brazil? They met that card guy. Remember? You guys remember Hellsing Ultimate Abridged? It's basically Hellsing Ultimate, but they changed very little about that. Very little. This knife is special, but I can't say how. Here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. This is the longest case in the series. Please play. Oh, that's fine. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department. I see. What a mess. The time of the crime, 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. There was a murder at the police department? A detective? It's hush-hush information, Oji. We haven't exactly announced it yet. Objection! I already have the evidence. I already know. Wait a second. You said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Order! Anyway, with the department, we're all flustered, as you might as well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? I think we understand the police department situation. Well, Mr. Wright, 2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places. This guy's behind it all. He's behind it all. He's behind it all. He's behind it all. I know it. He's behind it all. He did at least one of the murders. He did at least one of the murders. Probably this one. The chances of that are really slim. Scientifically speaking, of course. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand. I already know what I'm doing. No, I already know. This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. Objection! Wait a second! At last, an honest to goodness objection. This knife has to have something to do with Detective Goodman. Yeah, what do you mean? An honest to goodness, what do you mean from Audrey? This is great! Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL92. And this is important. Why? Over here, we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim. What's this? 6 minus 7s, 12 divided by 2. Your Honor, it's upside down. Upside. Like Stranger Things? No. The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. But turn it around and what do you get? SL9! Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down. SL9? That's the same thing that is written on the knife's tag. Order! Order! Well, Chief, Ah, well. I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, righto. I win? What game is this guy playing? This knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. So this knife was stolen? Yes, but on the day of the murder. It was evidence, you say. Was it, in fact, a murder weapon? Oh, nice. Good show, little world. It was a murder weapon, as it happens. It was an evidence from a case long since solved. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder. And it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car. Hard to think there isn't a connection there. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. Something happened at the police department too, huh? You got a good look in your eyes there, righto, my boy. Sharp, hungry. So, something did happen, and why wasn't I informed? Why weren't you informed? Well, why didn't you ask? No matter, I understand. You were busy, what with Lorna's case and all. Well, what happened? What happened at the police department that day? A detective was killed at the police department. See, what a mess. Oh, shoot, I was supposed to be pressing. The time of the crime, 5:15. Get a coincidence, eh? More than a coincidence, I'd say at this point. By 5:15. But that's when Detective Goodman was killed in the prosecutor's office. What? How do you not know that, Judge? No, because how do you not know that, Judge? Funny, isn't it? A murder at the prosecutor's place. The murder at our place at the very same time. What are the chances? Very low. Coincidence? I think not! This is just my gut feeling, but I'd say there's a 0.001% chance of that happening. Wow, 1,000%? That's crazy. Chief Gut, please tell us more about the incident. It's not officially linked to this case, so I can't talk much about it. Am I supposed to present here? Do I present Goodman's note again? I mean, clearly. Right? I don't know, hold on. How can you say there's no connection? How? Because I'm the chief of police. I can't say anything I please, righto. You understand. Try to understand, righto. Well, if you can prove there is a connection, more power to you. Maybe there is something that ties the two murders together. Whatever it is, I'd better find it and get to the bottom of this. 2 detectives were killed at 5:15, one at the prosecutor's office, one at the police department. That can't be a coincidence. And that knife? What was it doing there? I'd better check this knife out. This knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. So this knife was stolen? Yes, but on the day of the murder. It was evidence, you say. Was it in fact a murder weapon? Nice. Yeah, no, we already saw this. was a bad day. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. You didn't press. The detective was killed. Oh! I did miss one. Didn't I? A detective was killed at the police department. See? What a mess. On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department. Oh, here we go. That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, OG? I'm at a loss for words. And the perpetrator, do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. Just arrested. That was quick. But there is still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, Righto. I suppose I could help. If you help me by giving me data on your case. Oh, good one. This kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. Where was the victim found? Let's start at the top, right? So tell me, where was the victim found? Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found. But I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department. Well, was that when this knife went missing? Because then it's definitely tied to my case. The evidence room? Oh, wait a second. I have heard of that. The evidence room? Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now? There's the connection between the two cases. You seem happy, Mr. White. Happy? Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. And I love going to town on a case. With the link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gut to testify about the details. It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. Right? Is this what I want to present? Like, or just press. Chief. The defense's position is simply this. The connection between those two cases has already been proven. Gaunt looks like a Pokemon trainer. Gaunt looks like Alexander Anderson if he stayed in Brazil for a little too long during Housing Ultimate Abridged. Alexander Anderson, at your service. Hey, you don't say. Well, out with it, Righto. What's your connection? Yes, out with it, Mr. Wright. The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room. Not to mention the victim had on him the case number on the knife's evidence tag. And we also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in that very same evidence room. Indeed. There do seem to be too many connections for it to be coincidence. You two make a good pair. It took my men 2 days to find out what you deduce right here. Chief, I requested you release your information on the victim at the police department. See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet at all. Can we get the information? Unofficially? Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all. What? Really? Who would have guessed? He's shipping Wright and Judge. Who isn't shipping Wright and... No, not Judge. No. Wright and Edgeworth. He's shipping Wright and Edgeworth. And after all, who wouldn't be? They belong together. Wrightworth. Yeah. I'm hashtag Team Wrightworth. I'll cooperate, but I can't really reveal the name of the victim at the apartment, okay? Well, why the hell not? If you're going to tell us a little, why not tell us everything? Well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly. Oh, well, I guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him. $5842-189. The victim's ID number. Okay, how about you tell me the victim's ID number? Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that. Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all. I keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up. The number is 5842-189? He can't have been murdered in both places at once! That doesn't make any sense! Unless they never found the body for that case at the police department. They never found the body. They only have footage of him being killed there. Now the footage of him being killed, that's the proof that gets my client off. Bro got cloned. So there's two Goodmans? Maybe there's two Goodmans. Otherwise, you know what? Plausible deny. But I mean, honestly, like, if there's not plausible deny, reasonable doubt. Reasonable doubt. If I can prove reasonable doubt, if there's footage of him being killed in the evidence room, I can prove reasonable doubt that my client murdered Goodman in the parking garage at the prosecutor's office. If only this was a real case in the real world, that it would be so much easier. Man! Well, that's quite long. That's what she said. And we have to remember this. It drives me nuts. H25842-189. It's so easy. Did I get that right, actually? 5842-189. 5842-189. Yeah, just, you know, maybe, like, more people in the police department should be autistic. I'm just saying. 5842-189. It's not that big of a deal, okay? I can remember that. That's pretty easy. It's a pretty easy number. Is that from 7 numbers? Come on, that's like a phone number right there. 5842-189. Don't ask me to remember anybody's phone number, but in this case, right here, we're trying to prove my client's innocence. I can remember that number, 5842-189. That's Goodman's number. You didn't even get the first number right. Yeah, it's 5842-189. Okay. Sheesh. Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything? The ID number of the victim at the police department, 5842-189. This tells me everything. Give me an eye. It tells me something. Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. I think. Meaning, it has to be what I think it is. But what does this mean? Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You see the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department. Tells you something? What does it tell you? 5842-189. Witness! What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night. Wow. That's a sentence that I hopefully never have to see again for the rest of my life. No, it's just, I got confused. And this is news? Huh? Just come out with both guns blazing like you always do. The police department, the prosecutor's office. 2 places, 2 detectives murder at one time. Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here. Oh ho! Is it yours? I'm a defense attorney, Your Honor. No, Your Honor. Yeah! No, Your Honor. I'm a defense attorney, remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Shame on you, Righto. Personnel IDs are top secret. He's dumber every case. He really does. Oh, he's getting senile in his later years. It's almost like that happens to people when they reach around like 79, 80. You know? People start to get like really senile. Start really losing touch with reality. Just an observation. Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189. And this means, what exactly? We've said the number like 6 times, Judge. You gotta be catching on at some point. Come on. Huh? Wait! That ID number we heard from the chief earlier. Yeah! Cue like the children cheering noise that you get like when you beat a day on Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah! That noise. Editor. Crap! I don't have an editor! This is live! Shit! That started with A2. I've forgotten. Didn't even get the first 9 number right again! The number the chief police gave us was 5842189.
Objection!
Wait a second, Wright. What does this mean? That's what I want to know. The 2 ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that? Oh, sharp as attack, righto, sharp as attack. But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot. Yet a detective, Bruce Goodman, was also killed at the police department. In the evidence room at the exact same time.
Objection!
That's impossible. So what we're saying is, the same person was killed at the same time. And in a completely different location. So that means one of these locations is false. No, what I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this? Well, one of these locations is false. He only died once, obviously, at 5:15. One of these places was not actually the murder scene, and I would bet it's the prosecutor's office. It was not the actual murder scene. That's why there's no blood anywhere. Yes, the oil drum full of water washed everything away. So maybe it could be. I don't know. Because you have to consider the distance. What didn't it say it was like 30 to 40 minutes without traffic from one to the other. And Edgeworth just arrived, so he wasn't in the trunk of Edgeworth's car. And that was when it was discovered. Oh, God, this is... Sorry, I'm trying to wrap my brain around this. Okay, let's just keep going. Yes, it's top secret, fine, but I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case. Now, just wait a second, Worthy.
No need to get all flustered.
Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case.
Wait. I said wait. Or didn't you hear me?
Huh?
The oversight, the grave error. Mr. Edgeworth, they're yours.
What? How dare?
We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who oh, yeah, no, he did show up. Who brought you the news?
Officer Meekins.
Mr. Wright, where have we heard that name before? Oh, wait,
Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere from the premises? I'm here, sir. At the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. You don't mean him.
according to Meekins, he didn't accept the report. Hard to believe.
But your officer, he told me. He said that report had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident.
Detective Bruce Goodman, murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on top of the report.
Gah! Why didn't your officer tell me?
Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making that connection. He did seem challenged.
Oh, well, that's a sentence I hope I never have to see again on this series.
In any case, this is a serious error. A gross negligence of your duty on your part. Muerte.
Yeah, I know, right? Emma, I thought you were better than this. You know, the next generation's supposed to be better at this kind of stuff. You know? Acceptance and equality and inclusivity.
Objection!
But sir, you could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then
Look at that smug look on his face. I like his beard.
No such luck this time, worthy. Or should I say, unworthy?
What?
Now, what was the second rule of evidence law? Well, Mr. Bright?
Oh, well, it's rule number 2 unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And how is this rule relevant?
Normally, you submit a list of evidence to be used in the court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list. So, what does this mean? You couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court.
Ugh. All because you said to Meekins, get the fuck out of my office. You could have been nice to that poor kid. That poor kid was just doing his job. And you had to be a jerk about it, Edgeworth.
The connection was just proven by Raito over there. Good job, Raito, my boy.
I was just doing my job. No.
No!
It seems we have come to the end of this trial. What? Lana Sky? Not guilty. No, I'm just kidding. That's not.
I know you've gone through a tough time, Worthy, with all these rumors. You were even in the defendant's chair just this past December.
I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part.
Mr. Edgeworth,
Please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened. It's the last thing I do. If anyone knows how to find the bottom, it's me. It takes one to know one.
You'd better get results this time, really.
You have my profound apologies, sir.
Poor Edgeworth. I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. I will grant one for the day, as the prosecution has requested. Would that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake, I hope.
Whoops, I skipped his dialogue, I guess. My thumb got too close to my phone. My bad. Haptic stuff, whatever. Science. Electricity. Nerve endings. I don't know how this stuff works. Very well, court is adjourned! I won't begin to try and explain to you how the screens work on... Oh, wow, to be continued next time! No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm gonna say, yeah. Oh, Jesus. This is the worst time to have a next time. Since an hour later. Oh, God. Because that just means this trial's going to go that much longer. Oh, this next part's going to go that much longer. Oh, I don't think I'm going to finish this day. I don't think I'm going to finish this day. I got to be honest. Don't think it's going to happen. I'm going to have to plug my phone in eventually. It's going to get to that point. Oh, plugging it in. Here we go. Wow. And you know what? It's all for the best. Because guess what, chat? Yeah, we're going to have another rough weekend next weekend. Yeah. After Tuesday and Wednesday, you guys aren't going to see me again until next Tuesday. Sorry. I'm sorry that you had to find out this way, but you're not going to have a Saturday stream or a Sunday stream or a Monday stream because I got to work like 48 hours straight. Not straight, but like, technically it's 50 hours. I gotta work 50 hours this next weekend, so you know what? Let's get the most out of this, right? Right? Let's get the most out of this. Let's freaking go all in. So by the next time, next time it's gonna be over. We're gonna finish this. Mr. White. So, what's going on with the case anyway? I'm a little confused.
Let's see. What is going on? The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot and the police department's evidence room.
What's this and the evidence room part? The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car. That's without traffic. No, that's on a good day. So, let that be known. It's probably closer to like an hour on a bad day. If you got a lot of traffic. Trust me, I live in the suburbs of a city. And it can get really bad during rush hour traffic. And my ride home can be, on a really bad day, like 45 minutes to an hour. When on a good day, it's like 6 minutes. So, yeah. You gotta go from like 6 minutes to 45 minutes.
Well, that's what we're going to find out, or try to at least.
All right, let's do it.
Glad she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's going to be much help with this.
Don't be so sure, Mr. White.
Huh?
Look, we're in this together, White. I'll prove that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine are just for show. Let's go. Science awaits us.
I think this was the day that I was stuck on. I gotta be honest. At least I think. Oh. I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder.
There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares?
Yeah, that's because the body was found here. It's the same murder. I think somehow he was murdered there. And then discovered here. But how? Unless... Hold on. Unless... he wasn't the victim at the police department! He was the suspect. I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Hold on, so whoa! Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in the evidence room. No biggie.
Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it.
That oil drum, was it empty?
Oh. God, I gotta think about her voice again.
Oh, the oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. My sister, wasting evidence at the crime scene? Never.
Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister.
That's not it at all. It's just... we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her.
Sorry, I had to get a seltzer, so here we go. You see it just start glowing. Turbo power connected. In case anybody's wondering. Yeah, I'm playing this on my phone. Okay, get over it. I don't normally charge because I hate that little pop-up that happens. So... but Phoenix Wright streams go forever. Big words for a high school student. Well, whether there was blood on the floor or not. Blood on the dance floor? The water in that oil drum washed it all away.
Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. White.
Huh? What's that grin for?
This situation calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing fluid.
Luminol?
What is sticky stuff, you know? You can't just wash it away with a little water, princess. Even if you can't see it, it's still there.
But wouldn't the police have already done those tests? Yes, they would have. They would have. Yes. Quite obviously.
Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. White.
I mean, I guess there's a chance that they didn't, because in this fictional world, the defense attorney has to do everything, I guess, somehow. Crazy. Insanity.
Just give it a try.
Me? Why do I have to do it?
I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet.
We're testing bloodstains with this stuff, not drinking it.
Here, look. I went you these glasses.
Is that what our glasses are for? Huh? You had an extra pair of those things?
To test for a blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it.
Like this? Oh.
That's right, like this, see? Touch the screen display on it. Okay, let's find us some bloodstains.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's it. I can see her eyes shining behind those glasses. Well... was that just where she cut herself? Lana, that is. So, is this a blood stain?
It's so,
Emma, you're shaking.
it's just, this is my first time seeing real blood.
Scientific investigation in action.
Okay, well, we definitely know that this is a blood stain. But doesn't something strike you as odd? Scientifically speaking, of course.
What's odd about this, scientifically?
The amount of blood.
The perpetrator and Detective Goodman fought here, right? Don't you think there'd be a little more blood?
I definitely think so. I mean,
look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe. It is pretty strange. If they fought here, there'd have to be more blood than this.
Hey, Mr. White. I'm gonna mark up the floor plans when we have the bloodstain, okay? See, I'm pretty handy to have a wow.
Yeah, and this stuff's pretty handy too.
I say to my allowance to buy that. Wow, well, I'll be sure to use that. We can be sure that the police will reveal all the evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with the view of the case.
Then let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day.
Yeah. It feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it?
Guess I should give this a spray on anything suspicious.
Huh. I wonder.
No, that's not her voice. Hold on.
I wonder. No, hold on. Oh, sure there. I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice and deli backs. Miss Starr, you only trust your own eyes, Not bad, you two. This day old deli backs is on the house.
Sorry, it's just that kind of lead. That kind of lead-in? Lead-in? Oh! That kind of lead-in doesn't really get my mouth watering.
The talk?
About herself.
So, you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Starr? Oh, sure. It was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they faced me, they coughed it up.
Coughed it up?
They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know. It may seem like a demon sometimes, but that could be an angel, too.
I wouldn't doubt it. In fact, I can see two heaping evidence that you can be an angel.
Every day I drag the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect, and before long, they called me the cough-up queen. Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches. And you were
let go? Or fired?
I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if these prim and proper prosecutors had let me go.
Sure, that's why they call you that. Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, they don't call her the Swallow Queen. So, you know, just saying. You know, a lot of people say that you're either a swallower or a spitter, but you know, sometimes you're a cougher. Sometimes it's just it goes down the other hole into your lungs, and you cough it up. That's why she's the cougher queen. Wrong hole. Yeah, it happens.
It's all because of that case. The SL9 incident.
SL9? Wait, she doesn't mean... You certainly put me in a... Oh.
You certainly put me in a tight spot today.
My apologies, Miss Starr, but
Oh, no, it's okay. It was my fault. Oh, we know. I witnessed everything from that security room right there. But I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. Sorry, you lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable. What a Oh, little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood. And that testimony still stands. I swear it on my honor as a detective. She stabbed Goodman.
Oh, whoops. Oh, my bad. What's the percentage anyway? Oh, 75! It's barely doing anything! I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but what? Well, what if I... Oh, wait. I'm going to go back. Present.
What do you think about this? The SL9 incident.
Yeah, you did just mention it.
It's written on that knife. And on that note, Goodman. Goodman was a head detective on that case, you know. Really? That knife was evidence from that case. The murder weapon. It was due for transferal the very day that Goodman was killed.
That makes sense. No, that makes sense. It's the evidence. Oh! That was evidence from the day that they were doing transferal on cases that no longer, you know, that were closed. Why was it smuggled out, though, instead of just transferring it to, you know, to be destroyed or whatever, or wherever it goes?
Yes, I suspected. SL9 isn't over. Not yet.
Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident?
What?
Sure.
If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from that garage room.
Why didn't you? It would have been a very different picture.
But even I get flustered sometimes.
So you went straight to the scene of the crime?
I rushed towards the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder.
Yeah, and why? What do you mean? So you were in the security room. Then you went all the way around and then took the picture. Or you took the picture and then we went all the way around to the... I'm very confused about all of this. Like, what's the timeline here?
That's when I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime. Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The whole in my testimony, as it were.
Is it? Don't overthink it. She's most likely the killer. Maybe it's either her or it's the chief. I don't know who it is. She's been lying about a lot to cover up a lot. When, as a witness, she would have no reason to cover up anything or lie that much. She's the alibi. As a witness. The chief did the murder. Then she claimed she saw the murder here, so the chief get away with it. That's it. That's it! The chief did the murder. Then she claimed she saw Lana do the murder here. That's how the chief was gonna get away with it. Oh my god, it makes so much sense. Holy shit. Oh! Sorry. I think I just pieced everything together in my freaking like beautiful mind moment that I just had in my head.
The 5 minutes weren't the problem, Mr. Your lying was the problem. Listen, little girl, I've had my testimony disregarded before, and I wasn't going to have it disregarded again, just like that time.
That time? There it is! Talk to me about it! Talk to me, Harry Winston!
That incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable. Disposable to who? 2 years ago, it was the biggest case I'd ever handled.
Wow! And Matthew McConaughey was there for it too? Oh, and there's Bruce Goodman!
The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence, so they didn't solve it? On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed.
Executed?
Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was they never did find decisive evidence.
Why are there two marshals? Oh, was the guy in the bottom left a marshal too? The fourth guy looked like Marshall too. Oh no! Well, that's not good. Did Marshall do it? Marshall did it! Marshall did it! And he helped cover up the crap! No! There's too many theories! I just gotta keep playing. What? But the criminal was executed, right?
On the basis of evidence of a sort. Made up evidence.
What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence?
The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job.
Except for Goodman.
You were one of those? Myself and one other person you know well.
Could it be?
Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall. Oops, I mean Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall. As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle.
I think Emma did it. She's sus. She's sus! Why does she talk like that? I don't think she has a speech impediment. Also, she knows an awful lot about investigative, procedure for being somebody who's 15. Just saying. I'm just saying.
Jake was particularly determined, and then it was over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I.
You haven't forgotten SL9?
There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one in their fancy offices can stop us. Wait, those ones you saw.
Maybe Phoenix did it. He's an unreliable narrator. Take that! Oh, whoops, sorry.
I come here to meet old friends, boyfriends that can help me investigate.
Miss Star's old boyfriends. How many does she have anyway?
Just when
all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence.
There has to be a connection. So, Reki,
What?
It seems you're serious about investigating this case.
Yes.
Then you should take this.
A Salisbury steak lunch?
I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat.
Excellent for putting Officer Marshall in a good mood. Whoa, I gotta try him. Oh, hell yeah.
Mr. Officer Marshall, is he your, are you going out? Why do you want to know? I'm just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago, when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous. And he was nice to me back then, too.
This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective.
But now, he's so cold. Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting that past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that. I see. Thank you.
Officer Jake Marshall, huh? Okay, well, how do I find him? Let's move. Suppose he would be here, right? Hi! Sorry, wasn't expecting you as my jump scare. He finds you. Oh. Uh-oh. It's even busier here than it was yesterday. The detectives are running around so fast, they're worrying. I suppose it makes sense. A detective did get killed here after all. Sorry. There it is. Oh, yeah, get it in. There it is. Yeah, turbo power connected. Oh my god. She's not adorable. She's sus! I suppose it makes sense. A detective did get killed here after all. Didn't he, Emma? You would know you were there. The day of the crime. Take that!
So, the evidence room, the scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk, here it is.
She's like a kid in an amusement park. She's a little too excited. Hold it!
Oh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look.
God station. Oh. Uh-oh! Oh my god, this has to be where he lives. Look at the ponchos. Look at the cowboy hat. Look, the cow print cowboy hat. The cactus, the booze everywhere, bottles everywhere. He's more of an alcoholic than I am. There's like one on his freaking like desk. Is Marshall gay? Why would he be gay? What do you mean? Is he gay? Why would he be gay? The cow print? Is it the cow print? Is that a thing? Is it cow print? I don't know. Let's see who isn't gay in this game. Honestly, that hat. Oh, well, maybe.
Maybe, princess.
What's with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric.
According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room.
So beyond that door is the evidence room, the scene of the crime.
It sure seems that way.
What's wrong?
It's those cacti. They're so prickly, so imposing. It's hard to think straight.
I know what you mean. It's hard for me to think straight, too. Can't imagine how to even begin thinking straight.
If you can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. That's what I always say. What I want to know is, if this is a guard station, where's the guard? Objection!
I have a feeling I know who it is already. Hard to think straight around Edgeworth, honestly. Let's look at that hat. Yes, and those show up wiggly. And they must be the real deal.
I would think just one big one would be sufficient.
These cacti are what like my sister, actually.
How so?
Encased in a cold widget shell with spines pointing in every direction. Just like her.
I'm not sure I see the resemblance.
Man, it's more like an attitude thing than a physical similarity. What kind of for? Wasso. Man, Emma, you're such a poet. Honestly, and she doesn't know it. She's a poet and she didn't know it. Am I a poet? Looks like it's set up to twap something. Twap? Here? Wait, I know. Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here. But the Wasso missed.
You sure have an active imagination.
No, that's just meant to... Obviously, it's gonna catch whoever, you know, freaking, like, whatever. Tries to get into that room without permission. Hi.
This place is charged with frantic energy, as always.
Please. Oh, what? Huh? Wasn't that...
Yeah, white steak lunch, please. Oh, it's you.
Detective Gumshoe! Best character in the game. Best character in the game.
Now's no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland.
Oh, you mean one of these actually is not for sale? We love Gumshoe. He's the best character in this whole series. He really is. He's just a big teddy bear, and he wants to help, and he can never do wrong. He can never do wrong. And he saved us at one time from the Mafia, from, you know? From the Triad or whatever. The Yakuza. That were in the Samurai episode. Just saying.
I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking.
Well, now's no time for despair. We've caught a criminal. Now we just need evidence.
Nah, he could never be sus. I refuse to believe that. He could never do any wrong. Look at him. He's just a good guy. He's just trying to find the bad guy. He's the best boy. Have you ever heard the term best boy? Well, I'm not sure if you know this, but the term best boy was coined because of Detective Gumshoe. It was Detective Gumshoe they were talking about when they first said best boy.
Well, you heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, pal?
On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed in the police department? And the perpetrator, do you have a suspect?
Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact.
It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy.
But Detective Gumshoe, who was it?
Listen, pal. All I know is I need me a steak lunch pronto. standing around here talking isn't gonna fill my belly.
But wait, don't leave.
If you want to know more, head on down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figure he's down there having a good cry. Later.
He ran off to the evidence room. Well,
this investigation is off to a running start.
detention center, you say? Where's the detention center?
Wow, everyone looks deadly serious around here.
Well, there was a vicious murder of a detective down at the police department.
Yes, but the same detective was also killed at the same time in the prosecutor's lot.
Ugh, it makes my head hurt.
Well, first things first, let's go check out the police department crime scene.
Yes, you sound dead set on investigating, but don't mess it up, or we could wind up dead.
I doubt anyone wants more mysteries or dead bodies around here right now.
But it doesn't look like anyone's going to help us much either. Oh, hey, look, over on the left there. It's Detective, Case. Detective Justin Case. Wow. Okay, we should check on Detective Case first. Detective Justin Case. That's the guy.
That must be one of the detectives. Detective Case. Justin Case. He's mumbling something to himself.
Oh, I know. The killer used dry ice.
If you put it between the latch and the door, the room could be sealed shut.
This is good. I'll win a writer's award for sure. He's not writing a report, he's writing a novel!
Detention center. That's where I want to go. Wow! Because he said that there's a guy who possibly did the moida. He didn't think he was a chief to Jupe before being got. No, but the other guy. The other guy that was in the back there, by the nudie magazine. Sorry, the police girl calendar. I thought that was the chief. Still, I do feel better about things a little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they?
Oh, yeah, I guess they did.
I guess so. Maybe he's just the head detective? I don't know.
Best to not go too far down that road right now. Things will just get confusing.
Whoa! Don't like that. Nope. Didn't like that. Oh, what was that?
Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator?
I don't know who it is.
I'd say I was a perpetrator against her. That's what I'd say.
Oh, what? Oh my god, Meekins did the murder? It was Meekins? Why is his hand bandaged? Oh my god. Maybe. I don't know.
Oh my god. Hi. Greetings, sir.
Wait, I know who you are.
Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir.
Officer Meekins, so you're a guard here at the detention center?
No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman, like a little lost lamb, sir.
Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report?
No, sir. How should I say this? Wait, he isn't, is he? You, Officer Meekins, you didn't, did you?
Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir.
Oh, God. Well, that's true, I suppose. What?
Now this is an unexpected turn of events.
Oh, sir. Oh, please stop that.
He's guilty. He's guilty. No, he's absolutely guilty. He did it.
Look at that face.
He's guilty. That's the face he had when he did it.
Sir, I'm a patrolman with General Affairs, sir. Sir!
Oh, I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins.
I had some business that day, sir, and so I went to the evidence room. Sir, the guard station in front of the room was empty. Sir!
So, normally there's a guard at the evidence room?
That's right, sir, because the evidence is kept in the evidence room. Sir! The security officer was none other than Officer Marshall. Sir!
Marshall?
Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. Oh, that's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir. A suspicious person, sir.
What the heck is this guy doing?
So, what happened then?
Well, after that, sir, everything went white. I saw red. I blacked out, sir.
White, red, and black?
And when I came to, I was here in the detention center.
How long were you out? Days?
Let me ask, what happened to your hand?
Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir.
A bandage on his hand, just like Miss Sky.
Huh. Yeah, it's another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office.
First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right?
Oh, sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir.
If you please stop doing that. I hate that sound so much.
If you have to label me as a perpetrator or victim, sir, then label me victim.
I would, but you happen to be in detention and alive and well at that.
Yes, well, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that.
Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman?
Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger side.
So you didn't know him?
Sir, I work in a tiny department devoid of light or other creature comforts.
What? Is this like an Office Space where they put the guy in the freaking basement?
I don't know any detectives.
So, if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him?
Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir. None. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir.
At least someone around here is more confused than I am.
Can you tell me about your hand?
About your hand. What did that happen during the course of the crime?
Well, you see, sir, I swear to God, he's guilty. He's got to be guilty, the way he keeps doing that. Don't you think you should just confess?
But but there was nothing I could do. Nothing you could do? Sir, to tell the truth, sir, what had happened, sir? When the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir. What did I say before? What did I say? What did I say earlier today on this stream? I said Detective Goodman wasn't the victim at the police department. He was the suspect. He was the one who did a crime. He was the one who's trying to stab somebody else. Huh? Huh? I said that. Mark my words. Check. Go back and listen. Huh? Go back and listen. I said it. Called that. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious. It's just like this, all of the previous cases put together. Where, like, yes, he's the victim, but before, he was trying to do the crime, and then he became the victim. Oh my god, this is crazy. This is the craziest one. Next thing you knew, you were, huh? Then, when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir, all alone! Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared.
What?
Then when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hands, sir. Oh, the shock, all the sorrow, sir. Can you imagine how I felt? The victim's body disappeared?
No, because he was still alive at that point. That's some story.
No, hold on.
Presents? Is this the Goodman you mean? Because I want to make sure. Supposedly he was in two places at once, so is this the guy? Do you think you could take a look at this?
Hey! That's it, sir, that's it!
That's what?
My head was blank until this very moment. Sir, now I remember, sir. You mean you remember what happened? Correct, that card was the cause of it all!
This ID card?
Exactly, sir, that's exactly it! Nothing could be more exact, sir, nothing! I better pry into this one a little deeper. Can you tell me what it is you do remember? Well, sir, you might say I'm a lost little patrolman, a lost little lamb, if you will. I didn't know Detective Goodman who was in the evidence room. And that's why you thought he looked suspicious? Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID.
Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far.
Well, that's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
So, you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card? What did he do?
That's the thing. Suddenly he pointed a knife at me.
What?
Sir, I assure you, I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped and left him.
Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him? Yeah, wait, what knife? The evidence knife? Did you do it on purpose, or...
Do unto two others before they do unto you. My own father's words, sir.
What happened then?
Well, my eyes, sir, everything went white. When I woke, I was here.
Right. Oh, well. So, Officer Meekins, why was it they arrested you?
What do you mean, Emma?
Well, let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman. And the victim, whom he met at the scene of the crime, didn't show his ID card.
In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim.
And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died.
That's it, sir, that's what I wanted to say. That is, I did say something along those lines.
Huh? But you still ended up here.
They told me that if I had to be him, that it had to be him, sir. On that day, at that time, Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room.
That's what they said. Somebody used his card. It wasn't actually him. Somebody used his card to enter. But how did the card end up on the other side of town? It didn't have to show up until after the murder. That card did not have to be there at the time of the murder in the prosecutor's office parking lot. That card could have showed up later. Right?
But you don't remember the events clearly? No, but the videotape is quite clear.
Huh? Videotape?
For the security camera.
What?
The crime, my crime, the crime I swore to stamp out. It's there, it's me, it's on tape.
What? And you waited until now to tell us this?
I'm sorry, really sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge. I don't deserve it. No thanks. I have my own. I guess we better go check out the crime scene.
No, move. Move! Well, okay. Hey, Mr. White. Look who's standing at the chief detective's desk. Oh, see the guy in the back on that computer next to that stuffed animal? That's the chief of detectives, not the chief of police. See, it was easily confused. That's, you know what? Can you blame me? It's Police Chief Gunt. And you're sure this is all, You know what it means is if there is anything missing.
Well, sir, I'm sure it's the most likely totally perfect. We checked all his drawers, lockers, and garbage cans, bags, coat pockets, hats, under the seat cushion behind his computer monitor, inside his personal copy machine.
I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you'll call me right away, deal?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah, we'll scare with the place again, sir.
Marshall was in the... because he wanted to reopen the SL9 case, but couldn't access the evidence room because he's just a security now. Got it. Okay. No, that's fair. That makes sense. Why do I have hiccups? I never have hiccups. What the hell's happening? I've never had hiccups. Not in, like, years. Oh, my God. This is so annoying. No! Not during a stream. Why, of all times, during a stream? Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir. What? Why is this happening right now? I don't normally have hiccups. It's just not a thing that happens to me. Oh, God, why? The chief of detectives looks a little flustered. See, I don't have hiccups. I don't have hiccups. Don't exist! No! Oh, God, this is annoying. No! No! Stop! No, this never happens to me. This never happens to me. Fuck. Oh, this is the most annoying thing to ever happen to anybody in all the history of all time. As far as streamers go, no! This is the worst thing that could happen to a streamer. No! 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 Oh, no! No, I gotta stop the stream. Ah! Oh, I'm dying. Oh, this hurts. Right hole, my boy. How you been? Swim much?
Ho ho ho, Chief Got. Reporting for duty, sir.
Why are you saluting him, Mr. White?
Oh, God, why? No! Why does his theme make him sound like he's from, like, Final Fantasy? Fuck! Why? Oh, I hate this. Ah! Ah! Is Edgeworth gonna be okay?
Oh, were they? Well, you know, they're doing a little inquiry committee with him. Sounds like an inquisition. Yeah, well, they've had no end of trouble with the boy since last year.
God, why? Why have you forsaken me? Fuck! You mean the incident on Gourd Lake? Ah!
It doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sit in the defendant's seat, does it? And you got someone else found guilty in this case, right? Righto.
Fuck. Oh, I hate this. Oh, I hate this. Oh, I hate this. Von Karma. Fuck.
A legend he was. Undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court you fixed it so he was caught for forging evidence.
Well, wait. No, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence.
In any case, the prosecutor, you don't sound so certain. You keep pausing.
I'm hiccuping, you jerk! Fuck!
In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of turmoil. You might... Oh, God damn it. You might say... Why is this happening? No! Stop. Why? They do just about anything to restore... Sorry, the hiccups. To restore their reputation. Fuck. And depending on what that inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for birthday. Inhaled 3 times in a row. No, I can't. I don't have time. I gotta read. It actually does. I don't know if it actually... Fuck! I have peanut butter. If I put peanut butter on the roof of my mouth or my stream, I won't be able to talk, but I'll get rid of my hiccups. Hold on. Fuck! Yeah, never mind! Guest starring the hiccups. Here we go! It's a hiccup episode. It's downright odd, I tell ya. the detective getting killed on their own turf too, I mean.
They're being the prosecutors, I assume. It sounds like there's an audio glitch. What? Like I can hear it as it's happening out of my throat. Oh, except for when that happens, then it's clearly a hiccup.
Scientifically speaking, it's impossible.
Ah! No!
Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says.
What evidence is this?
No, righto. I can't give away all our secrets just like that. And this in particular, well, it's a little insensitive. I can't talk about it.
Fuck! Yelling after every hiccup is making it so much better. Oh, thank God! I hope you're not being sarcastic, because I hope it's genuinely entertaining me crashing out over my hiccups. Fuck! I wasn't expecting much anyway.
You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiccups and hiding stuff. Secrets, can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the chief of detectives trap shut. He was the one you were picking on earlier.
Fuck.
Huh? You saw that? Whoops.
They're happening faster. It's going faster now. Fuck! I wonder what it was that he wanted the chief of detectives. I'm gonna have to end this stream early. Detectives to do.
Let's see if we can find a kind of discreet way ask him.
Y'all don't know what it's like trying to live stream. Power through it. Power through what? Power through this. I can't
Get through a sentence without hiccuping.
Fuck! Nah, I'm gonna have to end it. Fuck. Silly9, you know you can save this game. Yeah. That's true. I've never actually tested if you can save before the to be continued. Fuck. And if it's gonna start from here. So, I think I'm gonna try and end it here. God, this sucks! It keeps happening. It just keeps happening. Oh, you can hear it. Like it just keeps like interrupting me during words I can save whenever. Well, I'm gonna save right now. All right, we're gonna continue this Tuesday. Fuck. Ah! I hate this so much. Fuck! Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what kind of games you want to see in the future. And hey, get excited. Because when we finish Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, this episode right here, the Rise from the Ashes, we're gonna be starting our October Spooktober Spectacular, and we're gonna be playing some spooky horror games, including, but not limited to, Poppy fuck Playtime and the Silent Hill games for the PSP. Origins and Shattered Memories. I know Origins is one where you play as a truck driver who happens to be like going through the Silent Hill whatever nonsense. It's a prequel to the first one. And Shattered Memories is supposedly a retelling of the first game. Where you play as the same character from the first game, but you're going through like a therapy and reliving those events. And what's really cool about that one is you can't defend yourself. You don't have weapons. You have no way to fight back. And that's my favorite kind of horror game. Is that, and so yeah. I think I want to play. Wait, let's just save. We're gonna save. Hopefully it remembers all this stuff that we did. Oh god, this is horrible. No, I haven't had hiccups in like years, maybe a decade or more. It honestly, I think it might have been. I think it's been at least a decade. I never get hiccups. This never happens. So, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe. And I'll see you guys next Tuesday, for the next exciting episode of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Fuck. And, yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Love you guys so much. God damn it. I'm gonna be in so much agony on my couch while I'm just hiccuping. But at least I'm not, nobody's here to bear witness to it, except for my cat. So that's cool. Fuck. I'm usually more composed when it comes to my outro. So, well, I'll just, you know what? Fuck it. Bye. Love you guys. Have a great night. Have a wonderful week. I'll see you next Tuesday. It's throwing me off my game. I'll see you next Tuesday, 7 p.m. Central. Have a great night. Have a wonderful week. Love you all. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, fuck. Bye-bye. Bye.